Texas fights to recover from the devastating effects of Harvey. Analysts predict the cost of damage could exceed $190 billion now.
So where do the rescue and recovery efforts stand right now? Here with the latest is the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott. Thank you for joining us, Governor.
My pleasure, Ainsley. Thank you.
You're welcome. We've had your state in our prayers. My goodness, you've gone through so much. What is the latest?
Well, first, we thank you for your prayers, but we've received prayers from people across the entire world, and this has been a unifying effort, and it has galvanized the best of America. And where things stand, in part, is that we are still involved in recovery and rescue operations. If you look at Beaumont, Texas, which is east of Houston, we still have catastrophic flooding going on. We have water rescues going on. We are in the life-saving mode over in that region. Also, as the waters begin to recede in Houston, Texas, we're still involved in the life-saving process there. But then you go back to where the hurricane originally hit, around the Corpus Christi area. That's where I toured with Vice President yesterday as we begin the process of going house to house and start working on the rebuilding part where the hurricane originally hit. So
we know you guys are going to get money from the government. I know the president wants, I think, $6 billion right away. But how is that going to affect the 4 out of every 5 Texans who didn't have flood insurance? How are they going to get to use that money? Are they capped out on the $30,000 FEMA money?
Well, part of it, of course, will be from the FEMA appropriations that can be made, and we are working through all the different possibilities. One thing that's worked so well in this response is working with all the cabinet members. I got to tell you, I think I've worked with every single cabinet member, almost all of them. For example, Linda McMahon, who's in charge of the SBA, she's been here talking about ways in which loans can come from the SBA, whether it be for small businesses or otherwise, for people to get up and going. We've talked with the Secretary of Homeland Security, who has other strategies to help people get up and going. There are a multitude of different strategies for people to get up and going. One thing I would like to share with you, though, for anybody in Texas who's been affected by this process, you can go online on FEMA at disasterassistance.gov. disasterassistance.gov. Register, get in line. We've already had hundreds of thousands of people register with FEMA and already begin to get reimbursement. So this is happening very fast.
Governor, can I ask you just one quick question? If you are a homeowner and want to get started on fixing your home and gutting it, can you do that without messing up any insurance claims?
Well, you got to be careful because there are complications. If you start taking down parts of your house and removing parts of your property, it may reduce your claims. Know this, there are claims adjusters who are waiting for the flood waters to recede and get in there as quickly as possible. They will adjust those claims so they will be able to evaluate how much the homeowners are entitled to receive.
Governor, the president was there yesterday. We saw the vice president there literally pulling out branches, getting his hands dirty. The president is going back again tomorrow in Houston. Take us inside your interaction at this time of crisis with this administration.
I got to tell you, from the president to the vice president to the entire cabinet, there's been one of both compassion from their very heart by the way that they've been moved to see the devastation, but also there's been a deep commitment to ensure that they will do all they can to help rebuild Texas. When I was there with the vice president yesterday, I held a 2-week-old baby in Rockport, Texas, a baby that was born just a week before the hurricane hit. And you could tell the sense of calmness with that child, but also with their family. This is the great Texas spirit. They're just happy to be alive, and they're all dedicated to rebuilding their lives as swiftly as possible.
Yeah, Governor, we're watching the video right now of the vice president. I know you were there. You were removing branches as well. Just wonderful to see y'all getting your hands dirty and loving the people of Texas. I know you've issued a proclamation for a day of prayer this Sunday. Can you give us the details?
Sure. This is a time when you talked earlier about all these prayers, and we want to really concentrate this effort. This coming Sunday, September the 3rd, I've declared a day of prayer in the state of Texas. Doesn't matter what faith or religion or belief that you have. This is a time for Texans and Americans to unite and pray for Thanksgiving for those who have risked their lives, the first responders and volunteers who've supported our fellow Texans, but also pray for the victims of this this horrific storm, and we want to unite as one state and one nation.
You guys are not shy about saying, hey, I need volunteers. I need boats. We need rescue workers. What do you need now most? Because so many people want to help. Do you need gift cards? You want money? Do you want people? What do you need?
Well, the first thing we still need to do is to work tirelessly in the Beaumont region and the Houston region as we continue the rescue process, because that process is not over. And the rebuilding phase, which has already occurred in the Corpus Christi and Rockport area and will soon be taking place in the Houston area and then in Beaumont area, people can send in gift cards. They are very helpful because they give the recipients the opportunity to purchase what they need as opposed to receiving donations as something they may not need. But I will be announcing in an hour something that's going to be a huge program for the state of Texas that people can learn more about, where they can direct their support to, where we will be able to help people in the entire affected region.
All right, we'll still be on the air then, so if your office can get that to us, we'll put it up on a full screen.
That sounds great. We'll get it to you.
Thanks, Governor.
Thanks, Governor.
I don't know what keeps you going. You look wide awake, and you're always on. You're always working. So
It's you guys. You guys wake me up every day.
thank you.
Thank you.